Hey, it's Josh from 100 North Outdoors. In this video, we're exploring one of my hometown's reservoirs. That's fish. And we're pillaging my parents' freezer. That's right, we're catching trash and we're cooking treasure. Stick around, it's gonna be fun. So, when you guys make it to a boat ramp and there's absolutely not a truck there, you tell me, good sign or bad sign? Not a single other boat in the parking lot. It's June. Well, regardless of what it means, we're going fishing. You know, it's funny, right? This is my hometown. This is hometown water. Literally never fished it. So this is gonna be fun. This is like, we're just exploring some new water. Gonna try to figure it out. What did I just witness? What is happening over there? Something is in the water over there going absolutely berserk. Right there. You guys saw that? What is that? What is that? There's more going on over there. I mean... right over there. What is that? It's also extremely shallow, so the live scope is useless. Oh my gosh. Well, somebody in the comments can let me know what this is. Oh, it is a carp. Okay, now I feel better. I saw it that time. So, because I don't know this water, and because my depth chart for this lake isn't populated, I'm gonna do a little trolling, look for features on the water, like points and other things where I might stop and cast for a little while, but for the most part, we're gonna kind of stay on the move, especially for as long as we're looking at this bank where there's a bunch of carp splashing, and which is telling me it's probably extremely shallow here. We're gonna try to find a little bit better depth, a little bit more of a severe drop off. I feel like I need to become a carp angler because everywhere I go, there are just carp everywhere. And maybe that's just how it looks because I don't want to catch them right now. I'm not fishing for them, but man, it just seems like, I constantly see carp jumping. Oh my goodness, carp galore, carpagio, carpe diem. Maybe I'm going to the wrong end of the lake. Okay, some submerged trees up here. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna see if Mr. Pinkworm can't pull a fish off one of these stumps.
Target acquired.
Yep. Oh yeah. Deep feels decent too. It's shaking. Oh, this is a netter. Of course I don't have it ready. Why would I? I don't actually know what this is. Of course I don't have the net ready. I don't know what this is. I never have the net ready when I need it. Oh, it's a drum. Annoying. slimy. Dan, why is your net so complicated? Thank you for letting me borrow it, but why is it so complicated, my friend? Oh, he didn't like my net. All right, come here, Steve. All right, buddy. All right, gotcha. Yeah. Yep, I know. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to touch them. They're so slimy. Some people are going to be upset with me for saying that maybe, but they're tough little dudes. Hey, you know what? We'll take a first fish on water we've never fished before. And it was a fun fight. A little drama with the net. Oh my goodness, the one drawback to the drop shot. That was the cool thing about having my electronics, because I can see stumps over here out in front of me, but what I couldn't see was the submerged ones underneath where that drum was actually holding. As I was turning the trolling motor around, I could see him in between two stumps that I couldn't see above the water, and I cast it over there, and he didn't take long to hit him. Now, if we just keep catching drum over and over again, we're gonna leave. Oh. That's fish. Oh my goodness. This is the drummiest side of the lake. That's why I keep getting all these hits. They're drum. You guys like my cord? That's fun. I'm trying to keep my GoPro alive. I've been getting all these hits thinking, man, I can't be missing this many fish. It's gotta be like hitting bottom, my crankbait just hitting bottom. No, it's drum. We're taking all these swings at it and missing it. All right, drum number 2. Funny, man. These are funny dudes. Remember at the beginning of this video when I said, hey, there's no other boats in the ramp. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? You know? Look who it is. Did you have fun at the library?
Of course. I got some very cute pictures of her having fun at the library.
Oh my goodness. Fishing at the reservoir yesterday didn't produce the fish that we were looking for, though it was a lot of fun. It was fun to explore some new water, catch a fish I don't catch very often. Drum are a fun fighting fish. They're a little slimy. I'm sorry, I know there's probably some drum lovers in the world. Maybe I'll be converted. It was fun to fight the fish, but they're like, you know, a little slimy. Also not a fish that I want to eat. So when you catch fish that you're not interested in eating, that's when it's great to have. That's when it's great to have some fish in your freezer that you can rely on for lunch. So here we are in the kitchen. Here she comes. On a trip we had previously taken to New York, we had caught a whole mess of king salmon, and maybe I'll throw some photos up on the screen. You know, somewhere in that zone. Maybe I'll cut that out, who knows? It could be kind of fun. It'd be like, anyway, we caught some king salmon and froze it, brought it home, and we've been eating it periodically. So here's one of our beautiful king salmon fillets, and this is just the back half of the fillet. There's another, you know, front half, and we usually cut them in half when we freeze them. The great thing about this tail section is that it's mostly boneless. There are pin bones in these fillets, but mostly they're in the front half of that fillet. So when you're feeding kids, this back half is really ideal because there's not a whole bunch of pin bones to pick out. That would normally be kind of in this line right here, but we're far enough back in the tail that they're not here. The other things we're gonna do on the side, this is what my helper is for. Ooh, what are you doing, T? Yeah, we're gonna do some sweet potatoes. We're gonna bake up some sweet potatoes with some oil and some garlic and salt and pepper. And we're gonna do some rice, which we have cooking here. Since I'm at my parents' house, I don't have like my typical array of seasonings, but I dug this out of their pantry. It's a Mediterranean rub. It smells pretty good. We're gonna do a little bit of oil, or a lot of oil. We're gonna do some salt. We're gonna do some pepper, and we're gonna do some garlic powder. Oh my. I'll tell you what, that looked like it was too much, but really, you need to be a little generous with this, more than sometimes you think. Oh, yep, thanks baby. Yep, that's what you do. You wanna help me? I've got my oven preheating to 450, and it'll run for about 25 to 30 minutes. You just wanna get them soft. And I've got my pan, which I'm bringing up to temperature with some oil in it. I've got my salmon pre-portioned into a few servings, and I've got a lid. I found that when you're doing salmon in a pan, having a lid is a great thing. I like to keep the skin on it, and I put it down in the pan, skin on, and then I put a lid on top, and that helps me get the thing cooked all the way through. And that skin on the pan protects the salmon, and so that skin gets super, super crispy and gets burnt really bad, but that's okay because it's protecting the actual fish. And then when it's cooked, the skin just peels right off and it's perfect. So, skin, oh, yeah, flaking. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Once you've cooked your salmon, you can see the skin, that's the skin on the top there, just fell right off. So I left it on the plate just to show you, but basically, once it's cooked all the way, that skin just peels right off. Ow! Oh my goodness.
I dropped the rice.
No, not the rice.
Hold on, now my bite's falling apart.
Oh my goodness.
What a disaster.
Oh, she's
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I can't keep it.
Oh my goodness.
I can't keep all three on the fork at the same time.
Yeah, you kind of got to scoop it. This would be a good bowl meal.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's very good.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Hey, that's my lunch.
Well done.
What do you think, Mom?
Very good.
Mashed, really good, Josh.
Delicious.
Well, I'm glad you think so. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching. That's one way that I like to cook salmon at home. It's simple, it's quick, you don't need to bake or smoke or marinate, just a good dry rub and a hot pan goes a long way. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. I'll see you next time. Crazy that there could be that many carp all splashing around. Look at them. 3 of them right there. Golly sakes alive. I need to come back here. Seriously, I need to come back here with some carp rigs. Look at these little guys. Look at them. Look at them. Oh my gosh, he's going through the trees. Dude, if I was a bass, I'd be getting annoyed at all this ruckus. We're gonna cook some salmon for lunch.
Are you gonna turn on some lights?
I'm thinking about it. Catch a fish I don't catch very awesome. That was not a very good outro. Let me try that again.